25 years of high-performance history and heritage. I'm talking about an incredible car today. On Hot Wheels with me, your host Niharika Raizada. Today we're going to be reviewing the very sexy, the very posh Porsche Taycan Turbo S. This is Porsche's all-new electric vehicle, but it's not your regular Taycan. This is Taycan Turbo S. This has two motors and it's an all-four-wheel drive. And it is maybe the best electric vehicle that is ever made right now. Now, this car is not called Turbo S for nothing. It has broken so many records, including the Nürburgring record in 7 minutes and 33 seconds. This car, this beautiful electric vehicle, does 0 to 100 in less than 3 seconds, around 2.8 seconds. I especially love the color of this car. This is my favorite blue. It's called the Neptune Blue, and it's got a key which matches the shape of the car and is the same color. And now that we've spoken about the performance, let's go to the front of the car and check it out. At first glance, this Porsche doesn't look like your regular Porsches actually, because I'm a big fan of Porsches, and this is definitely much wider and a lot more sportier, I would say, because the old Porsches are very feminine, I find. Moving on to the headlamps, you've got these blue elements here, and these are not your regular headlamps. These are the Porsche LED matrix system headlamps, which are very cool. And then we have our air vents. Now, these are not just for show, okay? They actually channel all the air from the bumper to the wheel well, reducing the drag of the wheels. These are the ultimate Hot Wheels with 21-inch diamond cut rims and carbon ceramic discs. You have 3 piston brake calipers here at the front and 2 piston brake calipers at the back. This is a 265 millimeters width here at the front. And if you thought this is wide, you better go behind and see that that is 305 millimeters. But these wheels are definitely wheels for racing. This is an electric car and it's packed with tech. And the first evidence of that is right here. With one slight stroke of the finger, we open up the charging point, which is the most important part about the car. Here you have both 2 charging points in the car, one on the left side, one on the right side. The left one here is equipped with both DC and AC options, as you can see. This car charges in 1 hour 15 minutes and gives you 325 kilometers. If you thought that was less, this is a high performance car and it goes from 0 to 100 in less than 3 seconds and it carries 4 people. So I don't think you should be complaining. So now let's go to the back, but we do have 4 doors here. We'll talk about that later when we get to the interiors. You know that in most Porsches, we find the engine at the back, but this is an electric vehicle, so there's no engine. But we have 366 liters of usable space, obviously occupied right now by the charger and the extra wheel. And talking about space, we have so much space at the front, and there's a very special name for it. It's called the frunk. It's called the trunk at the front, and that's why it's called the frunk. This is a really cool thing because everything in this car you can just open with a swipe of a finger or a glide and a slide. Now I'm gonna open the frunk. Better when I'm 70. Woohoo! That was magic. We're just gonna slide this right and open up the space. So in addition to the back space, you also have this really cute little compartment for some extra space at the front. Bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I just want to give a special mention here about this incredible active spoiler. So basically, if you really want to see the aerodynamics of the car, when you drive above 80 kilometers, this pops up and you can truly feel the aerodynamics. And when you brake even harder, this actually props up by 45 degrees angle more, giving you more downforce and grip for your car. I got his band like I'm Barry Bonds. The tail lamps are yet again LED lamps and they're end-to-end connected with a beautiful Porsche logo in the middle, which is exactly the same color of the car. So as you can tell, the door handles are seamlessly flushed with the body of the car. And this is there to help with the aerodynamics and to reduce the drag. So we're in the driver's seat now, and for this Porsche, I would only want to be in the driver's seat, to be honest. In many of the other episodes, you've seen me at the back, but trust me guys, this car is worthy of only being driven. So there's only two features actually that remind you of it being a Porsche, and that is the clock and the symbol on the wheel. Everything else is completely modernized. So let's first talk about the steering wheel. Very smooth to touch and nice firm grip. And then there's this drive mode dial here, which you can use to change the driving mode. This whole thing is full of screens. You have 4 display screens. You have your information cluster in the front, which tells you your charge, your speed. You've got your light settings on the left-hand side. Then you have these controls on the right-hand side, which are your traction control, your suspension settings, and your ride height settings. And the last one is customizable. So the most incredible thing about this is that you can actually control the direction of which the airflow happens. So if you want all the airflow coming towards the driver's seat, you have to just adjust all the vents in such a way. And now I have got the world's breeze flowing into my face. As I said, there's another screen which doubles up for the passenger. They can control everything in the car from within that. And they can also look at all the aerodynamics of the car, the dynamics of the car, the speed. There's a compass there. So now we're going to click on this home icon to go to the infotainment thing. As you can see, you've got your navigation, your media, you can connect your phone, you've got your notifications, you've got the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto here. So you can have a really cool time listening to your music and enjoying them on your 22 Bose speakers that are fitted into this car. This last screen is a dedicated AC control screen where you can regulate all your AC features. Now I'm going to tell you about something which is really exciting for any girl, and that's the sunroof. But in this case, it's not a sunroof, it's a glass roof. And you have 4 different kinds of settings that you can go for. So there are 4 settings here: clear, matte, semi, and bold, depending on how you're feeling. And at the same time, if you click on clear, you can actually control all of these settings from one glide and slide. So as mentioned, at the back, there's plenty of space for your feet. You've got good under thigh support. It is very practical if you want to have your family in this car as well. And I think that when you're doing the Sports Plus mode, you actually have a simulated sound, an engine sound that the Porsche has created just for your ambiance and perspective. So overall, this is a really incredible car for yourself. I would still prefer to be in the driver's seat because that's where you can actually feel the speed. But otherwise, it's great for your family too. And there's a lot of space here and a lot of comfort. So guys, thank you so much for watching Hot Wheels with me. Another great episode with this very sexy car. Keep watching Hot Wheels and make sure that you keep owning cars which are timeless, purest, and priceless.